You can brainwash yourself to do anything, and in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can brainwash yourself to become athletic. For those of y'all that don't already know what athletic means, it means to be athletic and aesthetic because we're brainwashing and creating a new wave out here. So understand is that, look, a lot of people are going to see the title of this video and think, oh my gosh, you're trying to brainwash people? Look, dude, you're always getting brainwashed. I want you to understand that. It's like I'm not the one out here who's trying to brainwash you. I'm just trying to help you take back control, because you're always being brainwashed by friends, by family, by the media, and even by yourself. So all we're gonna do with this video is just take back control so that we can now start brainwashing ourselves in the direction of our goals, in the direction that we want to go in, and we're just essentially gonna take our power back. So I'm gonna give y'all a 3-step process, 3 keys that you can use in order to brainwash yourself. And keep in mind, it's exactly what I use in order to craft my physique, play D1 football, as well as build my business. So here's what you need to understand when it comes to brainwashing is that brainwashing, what I'm talking about here, I'm talking about nothing more than self-talk. And self-talk is literally just a story that you feed yourself. It's your perception, is what you think is happening in your world, because understand, what you think is happening is what you're going to perceive and then conceive and experience in your world. Whether it's actually happening to other people or not, it's what you are going to, again, conceive, perceive, and believe, and essentially live out and experience. So what we need to do is we need to restructure our self-talk. We need to restructure this story. We need to restructure our perception so that it is serving us. Simple as that. Because understand, perception is huge. Look, if there's a coin, I don't have a coin because I don't be carrying cash, Bitcoin all the way, but I don't have a coin. But I say this to say, like, look, if you have a coin, one side is gonna have heads, the other side is gonna have tails. 2 people can be looking at the same coin. I'm looking at it from right here, you're looking at it from right there, but you might see heads and I see tails. It's the same coin though. There's nothing different about it. The only thing that's different is our perception, and that shapes, what we think about the coin and whatnot. So what you need to understand is that, look, when it comes to your life, when it comes to what you're experiencing, whether or not you're a winner or a loser, it's all just based on your frame. It's based on your perception. And what you need to understand is that winners have a perception where everything is working for them, where they're constantly seeking out wins. They're constantly seeing themselves winning, and they're telling themselves a story where they're just, constantly having the universe work for them, essentially. While losers are telling themselves a story that the universe hates them, that they suck, and that they can't do anything. They have these loser mentalities, these loser frames. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give y'all the keys that way y'all can have the winner frame. And the first way we do that is by letting go of limiting beliefs. Oh, I have bad genetics. Oh, I need pre-workout if I'm going to get a good workout in. Oh, if I lift heavy, my body's going to destroy itself. Look, how are those beliefs serving you? How is saying that you have bad genetics helping you? Is not. And that's what we need to do with this first step. The first step is we need to eliminate, because understand, addition by subtraction. If you eliminate the limiting beliefs, fuck, that was bad. If you eliminate the limiting beliefs, it will serve you, because now you don't have anything holding you back. Because understand, what does a limiting belief do for you? What does believing that you can't do something do for you? Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm still waiting, because it doesn't do shit for you, obviously. I say this to say, here's what we need to do. There's a simple way in order for you to let go of limiting beliefs. Okay, y'all, look, just excuse me, okay? Speech dyslexia is getting to me today. So in order to eliminate limiting beliefs, you need to understand, it's like, look, you're probably not going to let go of that belief that you've been holding on to for the last 10, 15, 20 plus years, okay? I'm not expecting you to do that. But here's what I am expecting you to do. I'm expecting you to open your mind to the possibility that things can change. Oh, I have bad genetics, but I can change them if I put in enough work and effort. Oh, lifting heavy can destroy your body if you don't do it the right way, but there's a right way to lift. So that way I actually protect my body and armor my body and make myself strong. I can have better lifts when I use pre-workout and have a pre-workout meal, but I can still have a good lift even without a pre-workout meal. It's like all you need to do in order to let go of limiting beliefs is just open your mind to the possibility that there's a different way to do things. Open your mind to the possibility that maybe this limiting belief is actually holding me back and there's a way to overcome it. Now, sure, you might still believe the limiting belief, but now you know that there is a way for you to overcome it. You believe that you can essentially get past it. And the first step to achieving anything is literally just your belief. So that's what we do with step 1. Let go of the limiting beliefs and open your mind to the possibility that you can overcome them. Now, the next step in order to brainwash yourself into becoming athletic and aesthetic is you need to frame everything as if it's working for you, whether it's good or bad. Now, obviously, when good things happen to you and you tell yourself that it's working for you, that's obvious. That's easy to do. We already know that. It's like you hit a new PR, you're like, oh, good shit, like I'm getting stronger and whatnot. But it's the bad times, it's the negative stuff that happens where you really need to lock in and start framing things as working for you. Like, let's say you're sprinting and you were slow as fuck. Instead of complaining and being like, oh my gosh, I suck, dude, I'm gonna be slow forever, dude, oh my gosh, woe is me. It's like, no, stop being a bitch first of all and just focus on what to change instead. It's like, sure, you might have run slower, but now you know, okay, I know not to run like that. Okay, I know I need to focus on my hip drive. I know I need to focus on having stiffer, stronger ankles and whatnot. I know I need to focus on striking the ground and whatnot. It's like, you don't need to focus on the negative aspect. You can just focus on the fact that, okay, I need to change something and not be insane and do the same thing as I did last time. And when you frame it as if this is just guiding me towards the right path, now you start to strengthen your belief that like the world is working for you, that God is working for you, that the universe is working for you. And this is going to eliminate fear, and it's just going to strengthen the faith that you have in yourself and your process. So literally the second step is just framing everything as working for you and use negativity as a sign, as a guidepost in order for you to avoid that path and then walk down a different path, which is hopefully the right path this time. Simple as that. And then the third thing you need in order to brainwash yourself into becoming athletic and aesthetic, or really just into achieving anything that you want in this life, is you need to acknowledge and really focus in on the wins that you've had in your life. Because understand, you've actually had more wins than you've had losses. The issue is humans unfortunately have a negativity bias where we focus more on what we've lost. It's like, you might gain $1,000, but if you lose $100, no, that's a pussy number. Let's actually not go with that. You might win $1 million, but if you lose $100,000, you're gonna be like, dang, I lost $100,000, and you're gonna forget the fact that you just made $1 million. You need to focus on your wins, focus on the positive things, the wins that you have in your life, because when you focus on that stuff, when you give your attention to that, that's exactly what you're going to experience. Whatever we put our focus and attention on is exactly what's going to grow, because that's where our energy is going. So you need to start focusing on and acknowledging your wins way more than you are right now. If you go on a date with a chick or something, celebrate that. If you go and hit a PR, you hit a new weight on bench, you hit a new top speed, celebrate that. You need to celebrate everything in life. You need to make sure that you're focused on the wins, because when you celebrate the wins, when you just focus on that and you realize like, oh shit, I'm winning, you're just going to keep on winning. It's the winner's effect. You just become more and you do more of what you're already doing. If you're focused on the wins and whatnot and you see that you're winning, you're going to keep getting more wins because you're going to keep acting like a winner. So I said this to say is like, look, when it comes to brainwashing yourself to become athletic and aesthetic, literally just focus on the wins. Focus on the positive things that you got going on in your life. And all this is going to do again is it's going to strengthen your belief that your process is working. And when you have that strong belief in yourself that your process is working, that what you're doing is actually working, it makes the things you do that much more powerful because you have belief behind them. You literally believe that what you're doing is the right thing, and it makes it that much more right for you. Because understand, everything in the universe is mental. Everything in the world is mental. When you believe that what you're doing is the right thing and you truly trust and have faith in your process, it makes it that much stronger and will get you that much more results. I hope that you understand that when it comes to brainwashing yourself into becoming more athletic and aesthetic, it's truly just about the belief that you have in whatever it is that you're doing. And whenever you're ready to believe in yourself and change your body in the next 90 days, go check out my 90-day athletic body program, top link in the description below, because I will literally brainwash you into becoming athletic and aesthetic. Anyways, if you made it this far and watched this entire video, I really do appreciate you. Go check out the last video I made about why the age of bodybuilding is dead. And with all that being said, I'm out. Dooski.